And hello to everybody. Welcome! It's me, the Caretographer, and today we're making maps. Do we know what type of maps we're making? No, but we'll just click our way through and figure it out like we always do. But before that, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to wherever you are. I have some coffee that I need to snag real quick, but welcome. Machiavelli, what's going on? Oh, that's our friend. What's going on? I'm glad you're here. Yes, yes. It has been the bulk of my content as of late. It's just been, as I call it, Volcano Island, because I don't know if you've decided on a name, but I also don't want to like release the name until that's happened. So in my folders, it's titled Volcano Island. That's right now. It keeps yelling at me like it wants to run a YAD, but I don't want it to. I already ran one early to not have to deal with this, but we'll just hope that it's not a problem. We'll just hope it's not an issue. Hello to all my friends on Kick. Let me get my Kick manager up. We got our one. We got our obligatory one over there. Yep, we gotta pause this. Here we go. All right. Let's get our map up. Let's get building. Oh yes, coffee. I tasked myself with having a full glass of water. A gulpy gulpy to you and yours. Um, so that I could continue slurpy slurpees. So we all know the cartographer loves his coffee. He loves it. Now the question is what do I want to do? I wanted to do two things. I wanted to do like maybe a magic. I wanted to make myself a new office first and foremost. As you see here, I built an office. I want to build myself a new office, but secondly, I wanted to like make it be my DAM submission at the same time. I wanted it to be like twofold. So I wanted to create one room that was going to be nicely decorated for myself and my own, and then create like a little like village or cityscape, just like some alleyways and stuff around it. Um, was my idea. But I'm not entirely sure. Like, I wanted to maybe just like fill this up with like magic stuff. Let's look at desks. There's some new desks. Hmm. Let's get you all into the world so we can play together. Vecna? Definitely like something very gothic and dark. This rug is not even on the ground. You always gotta hand place rugs. Always. We actually have new gothics. something like this dark oak, maybe. Maybe some obsidian black. Necrotic wall. Oh, I really like this wall. That's a beautiful wall. Yeah, right? Stuff like this. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll do something something dark and grim. So what I liked, I had the idea of, I'll show you. There's a new item. See, this mirror. So now what's cool about this mirror, I can't make it bigger, sad, but the cool thing about this mirror is that it's going to have a reflection of the room, right? And what it won't have is a reflection of me, the caster. So if I was going to put myself in the room, like in my office, it would have a mirror protecting the room and have an invisible me, which is a vampire or a kindred, however you want to call it. So I was like, oh, that's a really fun idea. What if I have my office and like me with a mirror that has no reflection of me? And I might have to play around with it a little bit. Especially because the mirror, I can't make the mirror any bigger. So, I mean, honestly, like, let's see. Yeah, I did it in the corner. That's why I did that one in the corner. Hmm. So if I was sitting like right where my bead's looking, it would project. And the other thing is like the mirror is a little dirty. I wish it wasn't so dirty. Let's see if there's other mirrors, because this would work with any mirror that has reflective properties. And then we'll run with the theme, right? We'll run with the theme of... Why are all the mirrors dirty? Why do they all have these smudges on them? I'm a little confused by it. It almost makes me not want to do it, but this is the biggest mirror I have, so I gotta use this one. Unless I do like a plethora of mirrors, but I don't want to. So let's get a let's change the floor. Let's go Vector. Definitely want to run with this. And then I guess like around this, we'll just do like his office and we'll have like weird necrotic stuff all around the room. Yes, maybe we wouldn't even have windows. Maybe we would have like... Well, let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's replot our room. Boom, ba-doom. Give ourselves some angled spots. This will be the office, like an interior office. And that gives me a spot to put these doors that will look cool, I think. There we go. This is actually like a new process that I'm doing. Normally I make things, I plot the whole map that I want to make or build. Oh, that's so sad. Is there any 3 wides? No, nothing's gonna fit. Alright, we'll try again. It's an interesting room shape that could be used maybe eventually in time, but... So we're gonna do... Let's see what happens if I do a rounded. Where does it put my door now? It's just like it won't go centered. It just is, it's such a bother to me. Like, I don't know why, who said that this is okay. Why can't I center it? It drives me nuts. Like, you flop over the center block every time. And, like, I'm just a person that just, like, sees the world and... Like, I can't make this entire map just pitched a little. Like, it's just gonna drive my brain insane. Like, I want it to go to the corners. I'm trying to make a star type shape. You know, it's like... You see how funk. Let's... Making no progress here. No progress is being made. We'll just do a snirkle room, and we'll go off of the north and south points of it. Instead, yeah, like so. I think structurally a non-arch would make more sense. So we're just gonna do the one bended. Stone. Something dark, but not too dark. Like this like blue and green vibe going. Okay. We said we weren't going to do windows. Oh, this is perfect. We'll angle it just like this. You can always do the desk without the chair. I almost don't like this desk because of the color. We could do a throwback desk. Yeah, the desks are killing me. I don't think he would have a desk made of wood. The dude lives too long. A wooden desk doesn't last long enough. He needs a desk made of stone. Oh, look at this. IKEA doesn't sell any of that, that's for sure. What are those things called? Let's just go to graveyard stuff. Yeah, those things. Oh. Nice, those are even. Um, hmm. That just looks better. Let's see. If there's any things I can add to this. Maybe that's why my ribs hurt over here, because I'm always leaning to the left in my chair. It's like this weird habit of mine, where I gotta lean on my left arm. Decorations? Where's the decoration tab? Oh, I'm so bad at finding stuff. This thing lights up? Does it get... Does not get any smaller. Ah. It's a little overkill. Can maybe use those elsewhere though. Those are really cool. But a little overkill for what I'm doing there. It's the only one that actually has a decent shape for me to use though. Well, maybe we put it back and we just shut the flame off. Maybe that's... Maybe this is the desk design. Um... Hmm... So I gotta be like super detailed because this is all stuff that you'll see like really up close and personal. Might try to tie some gold into this somewhere. Let's go to structural columns. Let's find a gilded column. There I go again, leaning on my side. Let's try. There we go. There's a couple demon books that we can use, like flaming books and stuff. I think I'll use. So I have a couple ideas. So I'm gonna kind of try and get the room made and have it sit as the room were, and then I want to kind of have like an animated side of the room. So what I mean by that is like I'll turn on all these breath things that I was like, oh, that's far too much. It's far too much to be the entire time, but if I did like a little animating and clipped them together, I think I could find a way to that's the best so far. Oh no. Oh, it's done. Eh, I don't like them. I'm gonna take these out. Yeah, that looks much better. There we go. So yeah, I'll have these like all turn on every now and then. We could even do something really cool. We could have them like rainbow color. They could always just be changing colors. I can get fancy with it. However I want to video edit, is up to me afterwards. Oh, these have glass, and then I don't like that. These have less visible glass. Love those things. Ah! I hate that that's on there. It's the worst. Okay, the floor isn't working for me though. And the thing I don't like about bone is it's so segmented. Like it's such big planks, big squares. feel like this is more Vecna. I could make this entire thing on a floor of blood. I think I can flood the room, actually. Let me see. Oh, I can't because it's way up here. I kind of like that idea, though. Let's save. Let's see if I can, new map, 10. Oh, go get my coffee, too. Why did it give me snow? There we go. So let me do. Where's my room height? I put it as low as I could. Maybe just do that. Yeah, should give us a floor of blood. It's a little too deep, though. This is how no one needs a blood maker. We just want to just barely cover it. Okay, undo it again and do a little bit lower. Oh, no. -0.2. -0.3. Alright, that's about as trim as I can get it. Cool idea, Machiavelli. So we're gonna just start from the top here, and we're gonna get our walls back. Was it in the new wall? There we go. A thicker wall helps on the outside too. There we go. An idea, man. Okay, we got a little floor of blood. We need a place for this blood to originate from. We also need to add one thing. I'm gonna add here is Great Hall. Do dot 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 dot. I'm gonna add our immediate hallways around. Why? Interesting. I can have these touch, but I can't have those touch. Which is a problem because of the doors. So I guess we just get rid of these doors? I don't know why I can't get them to touch. But I'm not gonna fight it. Or let's see if we can do it now. No, still can't do it. Interesting, interesting. Okay, walls. Oh no! Let's do it this way. Whoa, it's being really weird. Oh, here we are, hacks. Let's do it all at once. Actually, make it a little rounded in a bit. Why not? That's kind of cool. No walls, just floors. There's also that. It's also a little bit higher. Maybe that's why. There we go. And this weird gap. That's okay. We're okay with the gap. We wanted the gap. And now I'm really just kind of just rolling with the punches here as best I can. I have no idea what I'm actually doing. I'm just figuring it out. That's a super cool floorboard, though. We will be moving forward with it. Yeah, we need something super bright. Nice. We can fill the room with whatever we want now. Again, giving me trash music on this Spotify list, man. Come on now, why you gotta do this to me? I'm trying to create, I think we create with the room covered, and we just make that an effect, a feature of the room. I might just have to make my own. These wasps never stop. They never stop. Oh, this is a jam. Now we're talking. This is what I listen to tavern music for. Something with a beat. Blah blah blah. I'm a vampire, so I go blah blah blah. Now, what are things that I can make blood to come out of? Hmm. Super sad. I can't find a grate that like has both sides to it. I gotta make my own. Need some type of vertical bar or something I can use as a pipe. Other than a pipe. Oh, getting a phone call. Okay, so my idea is to take a few of these pipes and to stack them like so. Um, Let me get a piece of metal. Hmm, not gonna work. Structural, freestanders. Oh, what am I doing here? What about this? It's got the spikes on it on the top. The single spike. Yeah, not gonna work for my life. Where's the iron half wall? No, it's gotta be his plain metal. There we are. Oh, yes! It's perfect! It's perfect! Okay, so now I wanted to do that so that I could at least have a point frame of reference to put these things on so I can see how far they're sticking in and out. It's like Little Bear music. I love it. You know what I've messed up? Dang it! Perfect. Okay, leave those in there. Let's see. Bled. Oh, yeah, it looks so good. Hey, what's up, Viper? This is Dungeon Alchemist. This is what I use to make maps. It's a 3D rendering program that's pretty much designed just for making maps. There's other functions to it. You can use it as like a VTT light. You can make these really cool cinematic like shots, 3D shots. You can do 3D modeling. It does have export functions to Roll20, Foundry, so it exports in JSON and WebM4 files. So essentially, these doors don't have doors; these are arches. But say you had a door like this, and you had a window like that. So, right, and when you import those files to Foundry, it'll import this information, and it'll say, do you want this section of the wall to be a door? Do you want this to be a window? Like, how do you want it to interact? And sight lines and everything. So, yeah. Oh, so all this stuff that I use here, and if you want to just to take a look about before you purchase, you can go and look at all my VODs on Twitch or all my VODs on YouTube. And every item and asset that you see, unless I say it explicitly, is included with Dungeon Alchemist. I intentionally use DA's assets because I can make commissions and maps and such. So I need stuff that's DMCA free, like the music we hear right now. So, and also they just released a patch called the Magic Patch, which is the second or third DLC that's free that they just release for holders of the game. And it comes with a whole bunch of assets. They like literally doubled their assets. It's crazy. Um, like here, I can just scroll through. These are all new windows that they just added. These are all new doors they just added. Dimensional doors, really cool stuff. A lot of new double doors for the Gothic stone. More sculpted stuff. New objects. Look at how massive this scroll is. I'm just going to go fast. This is all off of one patch for no added cost. All of these assets, I'm still going, Viper. Yep, they decreased their price. They're on sale right now. I would buy it now. I bought it a month or two ago because I needed to have my own file of it. So I bought it full price with it didn't even bat an eyelash. Yes, welcome to the community. I would check out Discord Dungeon Alchemist. There's a lot of community creators. It's a very friendly community. The coolest thing I think about Dungeon Alchemist is not only its massive amount of assets, its huge developer backup and dev team support, but the community is unleashed in the Steam Workshop. So you can find some maps that I've made. You can find a lot of maps, like over 8,000 maps of what other people have made. And you can either use those for your own accord. I like using them just for like inspiration, an idea. So I know what I want to make or what I want to do. You can really get some cool ideas from looking at what other people are doing. And then on top of that, if you do have, if you're just using DA for like your Dungeons and Dragons game, and you're not necessarily like streaming or trying to make commissionable maps and stuff, etc. There's a lot of assets that people have made and keep making, and those again are free, and you can add those to your maps, and you can slide them in where you need fit. So I have like a one, which is where is it? This one. This one is an asset that I downloaded, the One Ring. I was like, I have to have this. I have to have this. So yeah, I mean, if you're coding stuff, I mean, this is a map maker, an art maker. So depending on if you're using a top-down function, which is the export function of this, then yeah, you could totally use this in a lot of ways for art. I just finished making a D&D module with my partner Machiavelli up there. So there's all sorts of stuff you can do. You can make full dungeons. You can make entire worlds. I've done big regional maps. Here, I'll show you. Let me finish clicking here. I'll show you two of the things that I've done that are like grand scale stuff. There we are. Let's save this. Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, if you had the world built and set up and imported into Roll20 with the codes, or imported to Foundry with the coding, then yes, yeah, that's an awesome idea. It's totally possible. Vecna's office. So here, take a look at what the project that I've been working on. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I hear what you're saying. Something that functions, and so like I have ideas of grandeur like this. With Dungeon Alchemist, you can create entire worlds, right? So I'm gonna create Daggerford, the entire city. But for example, you can make really small scale stuff. So this is like a 3D island that, in my eyes, is going to be like if you've ever played those old school games on like Windows DOS and stuff, where they're like click to play games, like that old Star Trek game, where you could like say, oh, the observatory. You hover your mouse over it, you click it. So you could code this image as such, and then when the players say we want to click on the observatory, they click on the observatory. It codes the map to bring up our observatory map. Yeah, dude, totally. So, the vibes and essence of this is very missed. So like, and then this is the map that I've made. This is a battle map that you would then go to, right? And then play your game as such. You could have tokens be bopping around. You can this is a 3D verse that I've made. Do you see the perspective change on the rocks? Do you like that? Watch, I'll do it again. Zoop. It's a whole new map when you come up here, right? So a lot of times you can play around with perspective, and that's just being me experienced with the tool and fooling around with the art. Um, yeah, totally. I've fallen in love with this program. It's so good. Like I make so many maps that like I make maps more than I play the game now. So like in here, stuff that I wanted to maybe bring your attention to. So like the cabinets, you can have the cabinets open and close. The players can touch these. This is something that if you use DA as a VTT Lite, or if you use Roll20 or Foundry, encoded these items as such. And then inside this cabinet, you could have things, right? You could do that with chests. You can do that with doors. So quite literally, I believe. Oh, I haven't done it yet. So in this room, I'm going to put, and actually I have new doohickeys now. So let me go find a doohickey. Yeah, like this porta plug looks like a fuse or whatever. So you can like have this here. The players need to go find this on the map. And that is the piece that goes into, like this closet and to fix this machine over here where the circuit breaker is, so that then the players can now turn these things on. Why aren't these connecting? Why isn't my lightning working? Do I have animations shut off? Huh. I don't know why none of the there's supposed to be electrical arcs that will connect these things. I don't know why they're not working. Maybe I have my graphics down low. Make it look way better with high quality. I don't know why. I don't know why my lightning's not working right now. It's being buggy. There's been a few bugs with the new patch. Nah, that's awesome. So yeah, so this is and unlike this, like if you continue to code, you could have the players say have when the tokens walk over to this part of the map right here. When they walk there, they would then code up the second map, the one that's next to it. So you can quite literally build yourself a world and like piece together the maps with your code and stuff, and then that path leads here, right? and then this is another place, and you can code this entrance that goes to another place, right? So you can kind of build your world, and what I did with that first map that I showed you was scale and model everything down so that I could have that click-to-play functionable map, something that can be used as like a home screen or a HUD for the players. As you see, those two maps that I showed you are very reminiscent of these little models I've made of them. The path, this crypt down here, the graveyard, the villa, right? That's cool. That's cool. What do you mean it's not fun? Being good guys is so fun. You have to follow all the rules and you have to care about everybody wherever you go. Here, let me open up a big map. I'll show you. This is something that I made as a commission a little while back. And so this map that I'll show you is kind of this premise that you see here blown up to a grand scale of wicked large. And something that you should look into, Viper, before you jump any guns is what type of rig are you operating your computer on. DA is a 3D rendering program, so it needs a little juice. If you have a decent mid-range or like low-range CPU, like you should be good. But something like this big would not play very well on like a laptop or a toaster. This would literally crash your computer if you didn't have enough RAM to run it. If you catch a thief in the wild, you take him to prison or chop off his hands. Take him to prison. Okay, so if you have a decent laptop, then you'll be okay. I would just recommend not trying to do really large stuff, as it's going to really stress your system. But like if you stay within like a 40 by 40 map, which is fairly large, you'll be fine. I'm not gonna chop off their hands, Jesus. Oh, you never wanted me to finish this. And this is a commission that went awry. Oh my goodness, get you in the evil campaign, and we need big lines and veils. Yeah, that's a little extreme. That's definitely chaotic evil, or even lawful evil, depending on how you wanted to pitch it. And definitely would be extreme. Okay, good to know, Viper. I personally, if I was to be playing the game, I would want to set some lines and veils. So if your player was going to be doing stuff like that, we would just like fade to black, and it wouldn't be something that we would like get into detail about. Yeah, and I'm not against like doing bad stuff and such. Like we played a full evil campaign on Friday night a while back. That was awesome. About a year or two of evilness. But it wasn't like grotesque evil or like like very like blood on your hands evil. It was more like maniacal let's rule the world evil. Like we're like corporate CEOs and we're like moving chess pieces. But I also play on Thursday night tonight. Actually, if you want to come check the stream out, I'll be over on Raging Gabo or It's a Shy Girl. Should give them a follow, but we'll be playing Vampire the Masquerade, which is a very bit more grim, dark setting, where some more debauchery might go down. So this is another commission I made, just a little like a little mountain town. I really love this map. It's beautiful. I thought it came out really well. So what's cool about this map is one moment, processing. Beep boop bop boop boop. Discord link. Processing. Beep boop bop boop boop. Boop boop beep boop. Boop bop. So this map I was created utilizing a trace overlay. So this is one of the cool functions that we have. So I'll just take an old one. So you can take like a map of something that you want to make or a dungeon that you want to make. If you use Donjon and you make dungeons there, if there's some picture that you want to emulate, this is a really neat function. And you can also there's like labels, there's frames. You can put like a compass down if you want to. If you wanted to make like say a mappity map. But now when I build, I have a trace. Something that I can refer to. And this map is something that I have built actually, so we can go look at that next if we want. Well, I'm just like kind of bopping around here. Yeah, so what I really like about like you put a frame on something, you give us a nice compass, you delete this trace overlay, right? Now so like now what you have the power to do with this map is, or this map maker, is to make other types of art, right? So you can make a parchment-based map of like a treasure map where it's like X marks the spot. You could make a put an animated piece. So like say you wanted to go and find some magical items, some animated stuff. What's some animated stuff? The stone portal. Right? Say you wanted something like this, and so it's this Eye of Damnation, right? So we could do some overlays like this, right? Actually, I don't know if you can. I might be mistaken here. I don't know if you can get animations into your export like this. Image only. Format. Okay. Low quality. So yeah, I think you could. Yeah, if you video exported it like this into a WebM4, then you would be able to have those things that are animated down there. So depending on what type of map you make, if you make a big divination pool or what have you, you could essentially make an animated map that your players could use, right? And you could hand them a map. You could also, what else is cool about this? So we can do mapception with this. So we can say bop 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 bop. Oh, it's too large. Let me find a smaller one. Have fun, Viper. We'll see. Oh, there we go. There was. Yeah, so the last thing I can show you can do mapception. So you can make maps to put on maps and then put them in your maps. Right? So possibilities are endless on DA. I've fallen in love. Can't wait to see what you make. If you don't mind, give me a shout out in Dungeon Alchemist Discord when you get there. I'd appreciate it. Yeah, we start around 7:30 Eastern. Oh, did I do it again? I did do it again. I took my last bar and hid it away. Thanks for the follow, Viper. Here, let me actually, I haven't been streaming, but I'll send you over to, It's a Shy. Honestly, I was like, I took a break from streaming for a little bit, and then I was just like, I'm so lazy that I don't want to keep changing my stream tag. So I was like, I'll just stream maps and only maps. There they are. Yeah, it's kind of where I've found my home. It's the art that I like to make. It's a great outlet for me. It keeps me in the fantasy when I'm not being able to play fantasy. So, yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. We'll see you over in Dungeon Alchemist Discord. And also, so what you're seeing here is going to be a submission to the DAM submission. So you'll see in the Damn Challenge channel all the maps that we make. We'll see this map that I make when it's done. I definitely recommend checking that out too, and maybe throw a new name in the hat. It's a fun time. I like it's just a great way to kind of just get yourself going and just give yourself some inspiration where you might not have it. Take it easy. I hate when I do that. If you right click without holding it, it will nice. Let's see here. This one's not so good. It's a little far back. I'm just trying to make it as close as I can make it without it actually touching, without it looking like it's floating. I just don't want it to be floating. That's the worst when you put a bunch of assets down and then you go back and look and you're like, oh, like look at all these floating assets. They're just like off in La La Land. Yeah, this one will go be perfect. Okay, we have our blood vents, blood grates. Um, I liked what I had going with this. Too big. Enter shelf. slab was where I found it. There. I think that's a go. Do one across the both instead of doing all the smaller ones like I had. That's right about halfway. Okay, it's hidden. Nice. Yeah, it looks way better than before. Oh, dang it. Like I said, the floating pieces. There we are. Yeah, I have this obsession with like making my own desks. I don't know what it is. It's just like whenever I make a desk, I'm like, ah, these options are lame. Let me make my own. um, bench and a stone bench of gray. Hmm. I'm gonna take some desk samples, get some ideas. Of course, we always need an ink jar under our desks. Wish I could paint it red. Very nice. Any stone shells? Let's probably use these. Music's perfect for this map that I'm making. Yeah. Gorgeous. Do I want a second one of those? Too much, too much. I think it fits fine right there. Oh yeah, mirror. That's gonna be me sitting right here. So you should be able to see the reflection. So cool. Yes, I love it. I gotta finish up soon. Yeah, getting going on 2 hours here. And I bet, yeah. We always like throwing these in wherever we can. Maybe we can make these like. Hmm. Interesting idea. Cute. Well, maybe that actually looks cool. lights, lanterns. And it's just like try to stick one in their hands and see what happens. Okay, we'll leave that one. Maybe this will be better. You know what's not helping my case is that these things aren't even, I don't think. So I need something that stops just short. It's gotta be stubby. And this one honestly doesn't look bad. And then let's see if we can take a candle. Oh, and put it here. Can grab it, that's cool. That's what we want. Okay. We're doing like a pink theme. Because it's my vampire that I'm making this for. Never do a desk. Or never do a chair because I am in the chair. Let's fill the room with buds and leave it. Oh yeah, with the animations, it's so cool. Oh no! Oh, it does work, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, if it doesn't give me the blood, I'm gonna be sad. If it doesn't give me the blood in the mirror. Alright, let's save. let's get out of here. I gotta go pick up the car. Thank you everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it as always. I'll probably need a few more hours. I started chatting, but got a little sidetracked today, but a lot of it was just, just me bumbling around. Honestly, you gotta bumble a bit. Before you figure out what you want to do. So I will be streaming tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. Go check out It's a Shy Girl. I believe I linked that. Yeah, go check out It's a Shy Girl. I got that linked for you. You got my Discord in the chat as well. Thanks, everybody. Take care.